Hello everybody, and welcome on in. We are on the 5th installment of Autonauts versus Piratebots today. You guys seem to keep on loving this one, so I think it's gonna stay on the vote. Because y'all have asked for this one to repeat over and over and over, and I am impressed and amazed. So, we're gonna continue on with our playthrough of this one. We're gonna continue our game. We had just broken into a new sector, and it was full of landmines last week. We didn't even see much, because every time we tried to go in there, there'd be these mines in our way, so... We also discovered the balloons, if I remember right, it's one of the last things, and we're going to need archers to counter them. So we're going to be hopping straight in and starting stuff up immediately, because why not? We have ourselves quite a bit of production going. We've got the crude bread. The crude bread's our primary source of income right now. And we're making more than enough money. Let's check our counts of our units. I remember the basics. I don't remember everything. Warrior Team 1's got 3 archers. And 15... Okay, we're gonna need 2 more archers at least then. Where's my guy? There he is. Here he comes. Alright. We're going to summon up more grunts, question mark? What about you? Oh, I see what's wrong here. We gotta grab one from not that spot. So now it should grab any of them in this row. Grab this grunt and we're gonna throw it in. Boom. Also going to order up some new ones. Make me 10 more. Oh, that's the bow crafter. I was gonna say, why are you carrying a bow? You're not a fighting unit. That explains it. Alright, you need to be relinked code-wise with Arc 1. I'm gonna throw you into Warrior Team 1. We're gonna make Warrior Team 1 5 archers and 15 attack units. Where's our bot? Oh, there's no bows. Bow production is very slow, that's right. The string production is not fast. Whatevs. If we really wanted to speed it up, we just have to dig up some more, but it's fine for now. Alright. We were planning to build a wall here, that's right, too. We were going to build a second layer of defenses. Protect ourselves. Where are our wall busters? Here are our wall busters. You! Yeah, let's recode all of these guys. All of you, go over here and destroy all of this. I want it gone. Great. Off they go. We're just gonna remove a lot of these remnants and clean everything up nicely. I think I need to see this section of the beach. This section. We need to be able to figure out where exactly the last block needs to go for the wall so that they don't just go around it like idiots. It is funny that one of the things I'm not seeing in this version of the game that I never used in the base game was a boat. There's a boat in the base game. I rarely, if ever, used it. But in this one, it would have been really nice to be able to just circumvent or circumnavigate around the island, right? And of course, where it would be useful, it's not happening. Alright, let's go do a bit of exploring. See, we got bulrushes right here. Are these swamp trees? Can we grow trees in water now? That would be neat. Not a major game changer, but very neat little feature. Banana, banana, na, 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 na. No! Got too close to it again. I think it's a 3x3 area around it based on what I just saw, though. Interesting. Curious, even, one might say. Alright, you're gonna get linked up. I'm gonna move you into Warrior Team 1, and then Warrior Team 1 is moving out. Is there a flying one? I can make them target specific enemies. Let's see here real quick. What's this called? A floatsome. Alright. Floatsomes. You're going to target floatsome explicitly. Nothing else matters. And then we're going to move to here. Yeah, like that. We're going to start by taking out these smaller ones. Did I just see that there's a pirate attack on its way? Nice. Alright, everybody, go forth. And be back within 4 minutes, because we got a pirate attack incoming. Why aren't they targeting the skells? There's skells there. The warriors aren't moving for some reason, but the archers were. So we're gonna bring ourselves up here, bring them all to us, and then figure out what's going on. Oh, code didn't get updated. I guess I moved something else? Strange. There we go. That calls in all of the warrior team. Off you go. Fight! See how this goes. I'm hoping I don't even need to be present for it, but you never know. They have no actual walls or defenses in this region, it seems. I'm assuming that's like a downside to the marshy ground. Instead, they have to invest in these airships. But these airships aren't going to get them very far with 5 archers. Oh my gosh, we're shredding them. They remind me of the little bomber guys from Castle Crashers. Early on, that used to be a meta for breaking into enemy bases. Fantastic. Alright, we're going to adjust all the code now. You! Go over here! And I think nobody's gonna find this as a shock when I say you! Also go over here! Attack! I think the bigger concern is that moving the troops through these areas is gonna be hell, so we're gonna have to back them out, move them through the ice zone, and strike somewhere else again. Because as it stands right now, the entire region is just kind of untraversable because of the landmines. Hey, we just got 5,000 out of that one, though. That's well worth the effort. That's a lot of research. Now, that's a lot of research. Cool. Outpost cleared. Let's pop that one. And then we're going to bring all of our troops back. Cool. Everybody's going to be moved back to the main points of the fence. Soon enough, I think I'll just put another door here and close this up. Especially once we have another set of walls. Oh, speaking of, I'm going to set up mortar today. I want to be able to build these archer towers. I thought we were closer to the end than we were, so I was willing to, you know, pass the buck off. But now that I know we're not, this is a problem. And it needs to be fixed. It needs fixing, and it needs fixing soon. So we're gonna just do it now. As soon as this attack is repelled, we'll set up the mortar and get all that stuff working. There we go. All our troops are moving back to base. I'm wondering if instead of doing a wall that's a right angle, I should instead try to cut straight. Just a straight line. That doesn't seem too unreasonable considering what I have visibility-wise here already. I might just be able to do a vertical line instead of a right angle here and lose territory. Because realistically, this is less wall to cover. And so it should be cheaper to put up all of the defenses for it. I'm gonna say we have too much money. Make more troops. We just move them out of the way. Yep, storage attack. Great. You're coming from that direction. Okay. Where are you going? Where are you going? Figure that one out and get them to intercept as quickly as possible. Oh wait, no, that's not what I wanted to do. I needed to save that selection. My bad. Oh, it looks like they're heading just... Okay. Neat. Neato. Everybody, attack. Oh, they're attacking my water storage. That's what they're going for. They're going for my water storage. No! No! No, I need that! That's really important! Knock it off! Knock it off! At least I can replenish the water they're destroying. I just don't want them to take the health of the structure, because then it gets annoying. Oh no. The other one isn't targeted. There we go. Now it's mortar time. Let's dispel all of them and bring them to me. Perfect. Alright, now let's go over here. Actually, should we do that here? We should do that over here, I think. Where's the closest? Yeah, there's sand right here. I can make the mortar mixing work around here. Because this is where our clay's already being delivered, so I'm just going to keep it simple. Gonna adhere to KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. I gotta keep it as simple as possible. It's the best option for me. Alright. Oh, we ran out of storages at some point. That's no good. Time to waste a bunch of wood fixing that. So we also have fresh water over here, right? And isn't that one of the ingredients for mortar? Yep, sand, clay, and fresh water, so that's a good plan, setting that up here. That being said, we're going to need somewhere to store all of that material. We'll put up a silo here. Because mortar can't be stored in normal storage stacks. You put into a silo, it's one of the silo-specific ones. Alright, you, come here. You're going to go get yourself a bucket. This is going to take 4 bots to do, but... it's necessary. Oh wait, there's a patch of sand up here, actually. Closer. We'll go here. Yeah. Less distance. Less distance, always better. At least when it comes to these infinite supplied resources. It's not like we're going to be reducing the capacity of the sand. There will always be sand there. Repeat until hands empty. We're going to put a repeat function in here that we're going to slot all of this into. Wait, no. That's not right. We have to put the repeat function here. Multiplier 3. Hands empty. Yep, that should be right. Okay, great. 356. Get 356 going and create a new bot group. Order mixers. 356. Order mixer. We go down here and we find that one and we put it in. Great. Second 356 code is... Oh, wait, I have to unlink that. Hold on. We'll renumber it so that it's not confusing, because that would be really confusing. Ah, I accidentally rewrote this code. Oof. You rewrite it again. To be fair, that's pretty standard coding. It's just do it, and then do it again, but a little bit more efficiently, and then do it again, and then do it again, and then pray it works. Alright, there we go. We don't need that program saved in there anymore, so we're just not going to. Then we're going to grab ourselves another worker bot, and they're going to be responsible for grabbing a bunch of clay and throwing the clay into here. Repeat until hands are full. Repeat until hands are empty. Repeat forever. Great. So now we got our 3 ingredients. Wait, we need to check on that. Hold on. Made one mistake at design. We're going to use this as our check to make sure we don't overbake anything. If less than blank amount full, if it's less than 95% full, then we'll do the work. Otherwise, you're just going to chill here and wait. We have that so that it doesn't just make mortar stack to infinity there. Alright, we grab one more bucket. We have so many spare buckets now. Grab the mortar and put it in here. Perfect. Soil, fresh water, and sand. Hold on, I got a plan. Can I dump fresh water onto sand? Nope. Okay. I know I can dump the sand onto seawater or normal water and fill in the ground with it, but I was hoping I could just do a little bit of a circle where we fill it in with some water, then some sand, then some dirt, and empty out all the containers. That would have been too easy, though, I guess, huh? We're going to help out for a minute and make sure that this system is actually going at the right speed, because we might need another unloader. There we go. Alright, let's just make sure that it doesn't start stacking on us. But now we've got mortar, and we're going to use that to our advantage. First of all, we're going to grab a worker. We're going to grab shapestone blocks. And you're going to move them and put them inside of any buildings around here that need it. And this will start using up some of our stone blocks so that we can start filling our capacities with more and removing some of these other mountains that are in our way. Like in the field of weeds. That's a problem right there, and I need to get rid of it, but to get rid of it, I need storage. So we gotta clean out some of our storage, and at least building these structures will do that for us. I don't remember my exact brackets for this box, but I'll call that good enough. We need to summon up more bots, so you go make more bots. Doing pretty good now. Pretty alright, if you ask me. Alright, let's get these buildings done. Once we've got these first iteration buildings done, we can make more. I'm gonna have so many extra buckets by the end of all of this. What I'm probably gonna end up needing to do is find a location somewhere that I want to fill in, and then instead of having the terraformer grab their bucket from the storage, I'll just have them grab from a stack, and I'll just have a bunch of empty buckets next to their workstation, and I'll just whittle them all down that way. Alright, back to work. Beautiful. Wait, nope. Now it's perfect. Many different ways to code this one. So this works the same way as if I did a repeat until. By just making the entire thing repeat but skip over the if. Doesn't need it. We're gonna use our extra resources and time real quick. Like seedling trays. That cow is still in there. We're gonna have to go get that cow pretty soon. Our terraformer's almost done, because then I'm gonna make it move over to this patch of land on the other side, We're gonna terraform this for the cow. It's already got the start of grass here. So I can use this grass as our basis and just replant and replant it all over the place until we've got a huge field. Tower attack? Where are they gonna attack my towers, huh? An interesting combat choice. Sure, why not? Attack! Go get him. Oh, these guys aren't going to attack at all because they're targeting flotsams specifically. Get him! Get him! Get him. Get him good. Alright, great. Oh, I have to make an adjustment to that guy then. Quick. You! Code was wrong. And it was extra wrong when I checked something. No, not forever. Times 3. Great. That should all solve itself very shortly then. Just need box frames and good gears. And I've got those right over here. So we'll just come back here and set these up and build them and get rid of them. Put them in our inventory for now. Nope, I needed to drop that first still. Go back there. Drop it. Drop it! Righty-tighty. Now all we gotta do is get these built. Well, these are getting built. Oh, look at that defense tower. That's nice. Oh, it takes an archer, huh? Now, my question is, when they're in the towers, do they take a program slot? Because if they take a program slot, this is an expensive building. But if they don't, then it's not a problem. And I am unsure. We also have to make that ammo. I'm gonna have to set up the ammo manufacturing for that stuff. I kind of want to see if we can get it all the way to the latest stage of these towers before we start using them, too. So that when I build the walls, we just got top-tier tech. But I want to lock them out of the island. I want to lock them out of a large portion of the island, because then I can just go ham on building stuff back here and get rid of a lot of these defense... Well, not get rid of them, but stop worrying about the defense lines. I'll leave them in. Granted, some of the late-game enemies can probably blow down this wall with, like, a stiff breeze, but it still will buy me a couple of seconds or a little bit of navigation change, and either of those things are worth keeping it up. There's that. And then we finish our windmill. The second one, rather. Boom. Done. Alright, great. Next up. The best defense tower right there. Boom. Alright. Let's start sinking all of our research points into that then. We need to go get a few more, but that should be easy enough to do since I want to take this strip of land anyways. So let's start exploring and clearing this area. I'm gonna have to disarm all of these traps, aren't I? Oh, the Astropedia really loads slow. Missions, tools, blueprints. Where's the trap disarmer, huh? Banner, player armor good, player armor super. Oh, a good structural repair kit we can start using. Great. And cannon, what? Oh yeah, this is the sulfur area. How do I get this? Level 3 research, defenses. Apparently I'm missing that, but we'll get it in a minute then. Fine. Fine. Actually, since we're over here already, we are going to... Before doing any exploration, we are going to pull these guys off and bring them to me. Because once they get here, we'll fight these two, regardless of what else we find. Okay, nothing in this tile. Great. Explosives, but... Ow. Ow. Okay, great. There's a third one there. Good to know. And I got obliterated. Nice. Alright, we're going to adjust the code on these guys first. You are going to target floatsomes. And you guys are going to target both buildings and people. Piratebot and Piratebot structure. Send them in. Fight, 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 fight. The archers will deal with the floatsomes. Everybody to me. I'm gonna refresh the code here. Take them all out. Great. And we kept our archers alive too, because they're expensive. And we need to get our return out of their expense. Yeah, that archer tower was a little bit annoying, but it's not the end of the world. Alright. We're going to adjust our codes now. First of all, you need to be less specific in your targeting for a moment. And you're also all going to move here. I don't want them all running willy-nilly over a minefield, so instead, we're going to bring them all to me, and then we'll redistribute them back out from me. Because I don't want them going to the right or to the left. Great, another one toppled. Now let's reveal this section while they're working. Oh my gosh, that's a... Okay, okay. Yeah, that's an actual, like, tech facility. Interesting. I think that's metal production. I didn't get a chance to look at it that good because of being under attack, but... I ran straight into a landmine, and then they ran into a landmine. Nice. Time to run. Everybody run. We only lost one archer from everything, though. So this is definitely a significant upgrade to our attack power. Warrior team, replenished. Oh no, another pirate bot attack. What are we gonna do? Speaking of, actually, though, we need to get these wall busters moving somewhere else. Nice. We just got 100,000 pieces of 8-bit, too. We got the Steam achievement. Nice. Love to see it. Alright, pirate bot structure. Yes, but in a different spot again. We're gonna destroy this one instead. Take that all down. Get rid of those walls for me. We'll just methodically remove all of the pirate bot infrastructure. Replace it with our own. Of course. Alright, we're gonna go back and do research. Reinforced gate, reinforced wall. We need metal to make them. But... we can queue it up. I'm gonna make them 3 tall to begin with. And we'll get a hold of the metal pole in a minute. Let's move our troops back, because in about 60 seconds we're going to be attacked from somewhere. I have no idea where. And we need all of our troops in position for that ability. We'll be in position for all of this then. Great. Production horde attack. Okay. What does that mean? Well, whatever it means, I don't want my guys to participate in it, so we're going to start up everything. Stop moving away! They just keep running away. Great, we repelled them. And now we need to upgrade these buildings. Let's see what these are gonna cost. I'll bet you they're gonna cost metal, too. Which means we need to go take over that metal factory. Or whatever it is. Whatever it does, we need to take it. Wait, why do I have a... I shouldn't have one of these in my hands. No. Yep, metal. Called it. It only costs 1 box frame, though. That's not bad. Alright, cool. Go down here and do some research. We've got another 5K to play with already. We're gonna get more very shortly. Defenses. This will get us the trap disarmament. Good. Because those landmines are annoying. Metal tower ammo, stone tower ammo. Okay. Stone tower ammo is just wooden tower ammo plus poles, and wooden tower ammo is just stones. And metal tower ammo is just crude metal, gold, and stone tower ammo. Okay, that's literally cheap as rocks. It's literally cheap as rocks. So we're good. Alright, cool. And we are going to code a new guy for that. Because our current manufacturer is defense crafters, right? Yeah, it is. Okay. We're just going to make a new defense crafter. Hello there. You are going to grab one of these, chuck it into here, and then you're going to grab a mallet. You're going to chuck it in there too. And then we gotta wait for a minute. Yeah, that's gonna be a whip for a minute, because we gotta wait for enough WUV to accumulate now to actually get where we want to go with it. Alright, next up, we're gonna go take that metal base. This one. I want it. Looks like it's longer, though, so I need to see how much longer it is. I don't think we have the full visibility on the tile yet, and I need to know what we're fighting before I start that fight. So we'll do a little bit of exploration, we'll call our units out, and we're going to strike. Then somewhere in here is, I think, where we're going to build our wall. I think right here would be pretty mint, actually. Doesn't look like there's any obstructions, really, besides a couple of trees. That's probably going to be our move. Okay, now we can see the whole tile. That's what I wanted to know. We got imps, a troll, more imps, and 2 more trolls. Okay. Easily doable. Do that. Move this. Doof. Definitely was the word I was going to use. Yep. Yep. Move all these guys to us. We're going to recode them while we do. We're going to clear one side at a time. So we'll clear this side first because it's the closer one. Don't want them walking past enemies, tripping them, and then not targeting them back so that the enemies just get free shots on our guys. They did earlier. Okay, everybody's here? Great. That means it's time to attack! Go forth! Oh no, hold on. We've made a grave mistake. Retreat. Wait, what? No, I don't want to use this stick. Why did I pick up a stick? Alright, you need to have your code adjusted to not attack pirate bot structures. Just pirate bots, okay? And we're going to do the same with you to start. We're going to have you attack pirate bots, okay? We're actually going to summon up the wall busters since they're right next door and make them do that work. The destruction. Here come the wall busters. The imps are preoccupied, so they can't deal with all of these guys coming up and just taking down the building, huh? There we go. Imp Maker is down. Great. Alright. Time for our midway recode. Guys, too. Target over here instead. Great. Go forth! And while they're doing that, we're gonna reorganize these guys. That's a lot of imps. That is a lot of imps. We need to take out the imp producer right now. They have made so many units. Stop doing that. Stop making more. You guys don't need more imps. They won't solve this. Imp spam will not save you. Oh my gosh. Unit lost, unit lost, unit lost, huh? Yeah, we're losing some numbers here, but you know what? It'll be worth it for metal. It'll be so worth it for metal. Alright, time to call back our destroyers. Bail out, guys. Bail out. Take them down. Take all the imps out. Yeah, we're losing some units, but they're a lot worse off than we are. They're not going to survive this engagement. Oh, I need to break down their wall, though. Got a little fortification over here. It needs to be removed. Like that. Go on in there, folks. You guys, stop what you're doing. Come to me. Great. Ooh, that was really close to the lead mines. That was very concerning for a moment. Break that wall down for me. We need to steal their technology. That wall is really sturdy. Wow, okay. I think that's only 2 layers tall, too. That's mildly impressive with how sturdy it is. Alright, time to recode these guys to go back to their original task at hand. Alright, thanks for your work, guys. Go back to what you were doing, though. Need you to clean up for me. Oh, this makes stone blocks, though. That's good to know. The more shaped stone blocks, the better. They're a finite resource, and we need a lot. Wait, they're not a finite resource. That's right. If you take a chisel to a stone pocket, it'll make more. I learned that very late in my playthrough of the OG game. Sorry, quick water break. Alright, let's do this. Now we've got everything we need realistically to start setting up. And since this metal pocket is here, we're actually going to set up a line somewhere further along path than that. Probably right around here if I had to take a gander. That looks pretty solid to me. We're gonna have to fill in some gaps, though. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. Alright. Let us replenish our troops. 3 new archers. Said 3 new archers. There we go. You guys get linked up on the code. There we go. I heard one fail to move. Right, alright. 7. Why are you not the 17? This one just doesn't want to go, though, huh? 17. Grab some wheat. 19. 20. Great. Alrighty, we're gonna call our troops back. Because it's about that time. Everybody begin your retreat. Gold storage attack, okay. At least we know they're not gonna go. They're gonna go for this wall most likely, because they always do. What we're gonna do is we're gonna set up our troops in such a way that they will trigger on them early. Except. Yep, and we got them inside the correct area so that they all triggered at the right time. Their higher speed should make it so that they intercept before too far, hopefully. Okay, we have tech now. Let's pick out what we got out of this. We got wood flooring. We got our crude furnace, and the crude furnace is what I wanted. Oop, gotta move these guys. Focusing. Got it. Once we have those defense walls up, this is all going to be a thing of the past, too. I'm not going to have to worry about this kind of targeting problem anymore. What's wrong with you? There we go. Got the code adjusted. Get these furnaces built. We really aren't producing a lot of WUV very quickly. I should probably start actually generating it instead of just relying on the passive, shouldn't I? The passive is so slow. And like, while it has been nice to make some stuff for free, we should probably actually do minimal work to improve it. These guys are nearly done with their job. Wait, there's a metal pocket here. I didn't even notice that. There's a metal pocket here. Heck yeah. Extra metal? Yes, please. Alright, let's go back out and fight again. We need to get that trap disarmament tech, so we're gonna go fight again. We're gonna go take out these two structures up here, and these two structures up here should give us everything we need. And we're gonna take them out at once. We're just gonna send all of the troops in there, full force. Whatever happens, happens. Start moving them to me. Don't even know. There I am. Alright, we're gonna recode you to Piratebot and Piratebot structures. That you have so you can target both of those archers' towers. You, we're gonna do the same thing. Piratebot and Piratebot structures. We're gonna grab that and hover it over everything. Fantastic. Go get him. Wait. Our main fighters didn't show up yet. I didn't realize they were going so slow. Yeah, they're still trailing in. We're gonna give them a second. I don't want to be that guy. We're gonna wait for them all to catch up, and then we'll fire them off. Because, obviously, less troops at the start of the engagement just makes us weaker for no reason. And we don't want to do that. That doesn't make any sense to do. Dodoy. There we go. Go get them. Oh my gosh, that is a big building. That is a big building with big attack units. Oh, Lord. Get away from me. And it's right next to where I want to build my wall. Still thinking right here. Still thinking right here is the move. This guy's managing to hit one of my... Yep, he's hitting my archer. That is brutal. That archer's gonna be lost. Yep. Those things have such far range. Oh my gosh. Alright. They're just going to town on that archer tower now. Get out of here. And I'm hoping this is enough tech to unlock the next thing. I'm not sure, though. Oh, this is a big facility. A golem, large armored ranged threat. Tough metal shell protects against projectiles. So you can't outrange that ranged unit. It just, oh my gosh, they hit so hard. Oh my gosh, they hit so hard. And now they're wailing on my guys. That's not great. Guys, retreat. There we go. All of you, to me. My guy finishes moving to me. Everybody retreat! Retreat! These guys just pursue. These guys' just range are so long. It's annoying and incredible. He's just gonna keep on going. He really wants my archer, huh? Stop trying to get my archer. Leave him alone. Alright, wall busters. You guys have a new job. Oh, I don't want to go. Don't want to head over there. It's dangerous over there. We're just gonna set them up to clear this region out for now. I don't want them too close to the firefight. I didn't expect the enemy base to be there, of all places. Ugh. Well, we're still going through with the plan, though. I'm not stopping. Alright, I am going to set something up here. That's my plan. Allocate this space to something. Can't I do that? Run out. Okay. Okay, so we gotta pick up all these rocks and get rid of them. Stack them up somewhere, clean this all up. What we're gonna do is we're gonna set up... Actually, that's dumb. We shouldn't set up metal... Well, we're gonna set up metal production out here. It would be better to set it up closer to home for transport reasons, right? But a lot of the stuff at home is starting to get a bit cluttered. And realistically, this is a pretty small outpost. We can protect it with a single tower, honestly, if we need to. I'm just kind of hoping we don't need to, and we'll transport most of the good resources back behind the walls. Or we can make our own walls here. I don't know. Put in some stone walls. Fantastic. Get those built up. We're going to build some doors too, of course. Clean that up. Alright. Most of this is already done and dusted then. It should be pretty simple to complete. What we're going to do is we set up a storage here. Just one for now. That'll be fine. And this is going to be where we make our charcoal. Now, obviously, there's a bunch of trees around here, but we have plenty of infrastructure already set up for this, so we're just going to not deal with all of that nonsense, and instead we are going to grab a log and transport it all the way up here. And if it's too slow, what we'll do is we will grab a wheelbarrow, fill it with logs, and then transport that. I think, though, that this will be just fine as a fuel source. It's not like we need that much wood once all of the storages are full. And once the storages are full, we have a really nice buffer size. So we should be set to go. So we start this guy going early because, obviously, it's gonna take a while. But we'll make this our little metal outpost, so to speak. And since we only need 2 pieces of equipment, a pickaxe and wood, it's not like we need that much dependencies from the base. A pickaxe and wood is pretty easy to get a hold of with our current setups. We have loads of them. Loads and loads and loads. I think we'll also, however, have 2 miners running at all times. Because mining metal takes a long time. It's a really intensive process. The bots. We're almost there. What a long walk that was. Repeat forever. You are now a transporter. Congratulations. In my eyes, you have the worst job in the entire corp. Entire setup, whatever you want to call this, because technically we're not a corp. We're not... I don't know what we are. What are we? Stacking up all these rocks nice and neat. Where's this coming from? Where did they spawn from? Bot assembly horde attack. Okay. What's up, Haps? How's it going? Welcome in. Our resident meme man chat. Ugh. Words. The resident meme man. Alright, go get him, bots. Go get him. Attack. Destroy. Obliterate. Oh no. They got in. Chat, they got in. That's bad. Like, real bad. Attack! Get him! Get him! They're trying to destroy bot assembly. Don't let them. Take him down. Take him down. Good stuff. Yeah, our walls are getting a little bit soft, which is fair. That's why we're working on the new wall tech. Wall tech 2. All of you to me. Back up. Wait, no. Not back up this way we go, actually. Not just yet. First, before we do that, we're going to get our mining guy coded. So we have to come down here to grab pickaxe. So we might as well just do that while we're here already. Oh, look at that mountain. It's just being obliterated. Because of all the need for stone. As soon as we're done with this, we're going to check on our stone movers. Oh, you're going to Florida tomorrow? Oh, I hope you have a great vacation. Seems like a good move getting that done before the middle of summer, right? I've always heard that Florida's best to vacation in the fall or the spring just because of how hot it gets in the middle of summer. Finish. Finish. See how long it takes to just dig one? It takes forever. He's still going. There we go. And we got 1 unit out of that. Keep this clean. Oh, nope. 364, huh? Alright. 364. You're going to get uploaded with 364 as well. Metal workers. And we'll make them gray. We're just going to take advantage of the large memory size here because this bot isn't doing anything else. Obviously, I could code this once and then just make it repeat twice, but we're not going to be using this bot's memory for anything else, so we might as well just make it simple for me. Ease of use. Alright, there's that. So now we've got all of our basic ingredients to craft metal, because we need charcoal plus metal to make it. Now we make crude metal. This one will do, though, just because it's 4 times. Actually, we can do this better. Until hand's full, until hand's empty. Oh no, we can't. My bad. Because metal only has a stack size of 2, so at the end of the day, this is probably the fastest way to do this. I was correct! 4 times. Alright. We're gonna move him up there, but he's dependent on another one, so we gotta code 1 more before he can finish his job. You're gonna grab one, and you're just gonna find any furnace nearby that needs to be filled. You're gonna repeat that forever, and you're not gonna hold extra. Don't need to. And then you make raw metal. Fantastic. Alright, next up, let's craft ourselves some fresh archers. We've got 13 bows now from the time we've spent, so at least there will be plenty there. Great. So now we're making crude metal. Next step is we need to get those walls up over here. Let's recycle some of the enemy's materials. And we got a new attack incoming. Isn't that just wonderful? Well, we were able to pay for pretty much all of this structure just off of the materials we already had. Isn't that nice? Deposit that into there. We gotta grab more rocks. Run around, pick up what we can from the area. Waste not, want not, right? And at least we don't have them cluttering the floor anymore. These were in the way of my build blueprints. I'm happy to see them go. I'm not built for the heat either, Haps. I love the cold. I thrive in the cold, but anything over 80 Fahrenheit I can't handle. Just cannot. So I get that 100%. I hate to say it because I know it's a cliche, but I have found that it actually is the humidity that gets me. Because I can handle dry heat a lot better, but when it gets muggy out, I no longer have the drive to do anything besides find shade and eat cold food. Why I thank the creators of air conditioning on a regular basis, because AC does a great job of pulling some moisture out of the air and drying things out, IMO. And that makes it easier to handle the temperature even if you don't crank the AC to 1,000,000 degrees below the outside temperature. It still can just be a lot more manageable because of that. Alright, we're going to need more than just that one, though. So I think what we're actually going to do is grab these walls and expand the building. I forgot how big those frickin' forges were. Not the forge, the blacksmithing table. Forgot how huge they are. We're also going to separate the inside and outside. So we don't want to waste carpet if we don't have to. There we go. Now we're going to set up the windmill because we need a power source. Like so. Oh, you were inside for most of it? Very fair. Yeah. That humidity! We weren't built for it! Mugginess is my enemy. And it's just gross out. Alright, we're gonna get ourselves one of these. We're gonna need 2 rough stone blocks, because I'm gonna start with 2 of these structures to begin with. Actually, I can get away with 3 in here, so we're gonna do that. They're gonna be kind of crammed together, but hey, it works. And if it works, right? Alright, let's see here. Where are our big stone miners? Here you are. Yeah, I thought that would be the problem. Wait, does that mean that a bunch of these decompose? That's sad. Because those would have been... Well, again, they're renewable at least, but hey. I keep on forgetting that those rocks are renewable. Every time. Alright, let's just clear out these other mountains nearby the base first, because obviously they're kind of an impediment. Alright, let's grab a couple rocks from here as well, save the robot some time, and get our stuff built. Eric's attack imminent. An interesting choice of attack point. Where was the last point we had them at? Intercepting something, wasn't it? Yep, it was down here then, right. Alright, we move that there then. Because yeah, these guys are just gonna head straight over. Yeah, it looks like they're just going straight for the wall/door, so... We'll just set the detection here and hope that's good enough. We finally got the research done for the trap disarmor. Nice. Very big deal. That's very important. Alright. Let's deliver these rough stone blocks while we watch this engagement. They gotta keep an eye on them. Oh, yep. Yeah, I remember going to some pretty big buildings for some of the robotics competitions when I was in high school. And they've only gotten bigger. They've only gotten bigger and better, IMO. In my humble opinion. There's one. Grab another. Get him! Not targeting the other one. Fantastic. Love to see it, because I went too up. I was expecting them to migrate further up because of the damage points previously, but no! Literally 5 blocks down. Great. Get him. I cannot wait for that to be more automated, though. It's gonna be so nice to be able to just send out troops to fight and have ones dedicated to the towers. Speaking of which, I should start prepping more towers, shouldn't I? I should get a bunch prepared, because once it's time, I don't want to have to sit here and wait for them to be manufactured. I think, let's start with 10. I'm going to say 9's nice just because it's a triple of what we already had, but let's do 10. There we go. One more rock to go. One more big rock to go. Nominal. I think I'm also going to have to make a transfer pole, though, for all of this power sent through. Pretty sure I'm going to have to make one. Just one, which is going to require me to make good wheels, so I'm going to automate the creation of good wheels, because I'm not dealing with that. Not doing it, chat. We'll automate the creation of good wheels, then. But first, let us get all the crude metal we can loaded into these bad boys. They're gonna take a lot. The chat wills it. Thanks, chat. Oh, that's Truth is Our Reality. Welcome in. Welcome in, my dude. Don't melt. Don't melt on me. And we're out of metal. We gotta get one more, and then we'll have enough metal for everything. But you know what? While we wait for that, let's go back and get the good wheels set up. Might as well, right? There's nothing stopping us. I believe that one requires, yeah, that. Storage for the good wheels, and then the actual manufacturing. Fortunately, the good wheel doesn't require the crude wheel, but the fact that we skipped over it is actually beneficial to us. Now, let's get ourselves one or two of these wood manufacturer type guys. Get ourselves... Yep, repeat that 3 times. Then you go back here, throw those 3 planks on here. Repeat. Time 3. Then it's a pole next, right? Yeah, so we'll go down this way and grab the pole next. Times 3. Oh no. Put back and added too much because of the fact that there's a slight capacity delay. We're eventually going to have to upgrade that structure, I think, to be better at storing all of that stuff because it needs to have a quicker pull time. Alright, last one's the fixing pegs. Times 3. Great. We managed to cram all of that into one. Throw that into the woodcrafters, and now we've got a source of good wheels for infinity. Great. Oh, we just need to go get string. Easier said than done. Yeah, I think we're gonna need to add another wheat guy. You! What are you doing? I see what's wrong. This code was bad. If hands not full. No wonder these guys were going so slow. They were taking a walk halfway across the map every cycle. Ah, past Vince. Past Vince makes almost as many mistakes as future Vince does, if you believe it. Alright, let these all get built. Siphon up a bunch of the stone blocks we currently have. Also, speaking of stone blocks, big stone miners, you. Clean this one up for me instead, okay? And once that's done, we're going to send this guy out to break this mountain down. But I don't want to do that until we got the guy caught up on picking up all the rocks. Because obviously the further we go, the more of a trek it is to bring these resources back. But I want to clear the mountains out, and this is the most efficient way to do it, because we get most, or if not all, of the resources back for usability. Reduce, reuse, recycle. In that order. It's okay, past Vince. You tell him that. I'm not dealing with it. President Vince, not his problem. Alright, we got another good wheel? We got another good wheel. Fantastic. We're gonna finish this linkage then. And then we'll go back to the metal section and see if we can't get that finished. Building all sorts of fun stuff then with the metal. There we go. We're building up a bunch of storages because a bunch of the metal items require that type of storage. We need another pick-upper, alright. Another picker-upper, huh? Three, two, five. Since we now have more than enough feeds, we don't need to worry about this becoming a bottleneck problem. So now we're going to make it a little bit more efficient on the cycle time for this robot. So that they'll go nice and quick. Grab all four, plant all four. Grab four more, plant four more. Much faster of a process. And now we're getting some turnover. Now we're getting some production speed. I was gonna say, string takes a lot of material, but it's really cheap material and it's very quick to produce, so it should not be a bottleneck. It really has no reason to be a bottleneck. I'm gonna do something a little bit crafty here to try and get it to go even faster. We're gonna make just the smallest section of paved stone road, or stone road there. And that should hopefully increase the speed some more. Because their travel time will then go up, or go down. Fantastic. We've got ourselves a lot of defense towers. No ammo for them yet, but lots of defense towers. We'll get the ammo for them shortly. Actually, gonna make a bunch of stone path. We got 90 rocks. We might as well use a bunch of them. It is interesting to me that stone track takes 5 stones, but the walls only take 2. That makes so much math, you know? It just so much sense. So logical. We nearly got this whole area cleared. Great. And we're starting to build a stockpile of rough stones back. Which won't last long, but it's nice that it exists. Crops attack. I have a feeling, even if I don't know where they're coming from, that I know where they're going. Oh. They're either going to go for the wheat field, or they're going to go for the wheat field. Our 2 crop fields. Well, we also have the berries, but I don't think they'll target the berries. Why? I just don't. Which direction are these guys going? Are they going for the gap? I think they're going for the gap. Know where we can catch these guys very easily. So we'll set up a little Hatch point. At path. Reinforcing our archer numbers. Why aren't these guys attacking? Damn, I didn't hit the right button. No! They walked right over my detection square. No, I wasn't paying attention. Get him. The archers are just attacking from all directions. And they did not come to play. Or did they? Whichever. Either they're not playing around or they came to play. Pick a side. I don't care. Both of them mean the same thing. Alright, great. All of the units have been recalled to me. We've got 5 archers, and we need to add 1 more warrior in. Round our numbers back to 20. Great. All of them cluster on me. Fantastic. Thank you. Make more archers. I like the archers. Make me more. Yeah, we're just burning through wood right now, but there's plenty of wood in the... There's plenty of wood in the woods. We'll just grab it out of the woods and use that for our buildings. Instead of siphoning it off of the supply being used to make charcoal right now. That bot is so much faster than me when he's carrying wood. I don't think he takes a speed debuff, and I do. Alright, there's our first one. I think we need even more diggers. Like, look at this. They're just smacking the ground and getting nowhere fast. Yeah, we'll just set up more of the mining bots. And that'll produce more metal faster. I mean, that's going to be our main bottleneck, is just the actual task of getting it out of the ground. It's so slow! Probably gonna need both of them, because these only produce 50 and there's 150 in demand there. Not all of those machines will run at once though, so we don't need to give all of them it, but we definitely need. You, Mr. Terraformer. I've got a job for you. You're gonna hate it. You know how you've, like, terraformed, I don't know, a quarter of all of the land from the starting region? Yeah, I've got some more for you to do, please. Just keep going. No rest for the wicked, right? Off you go now. Go dig up this entire area. We're gonna turn it into a giant farm. I do love how I've overbuilt all of these crop plots heavily. But to be honest with you, if we reach the end of the game, I might just scale up all of the farming plots and make them huge just to look nice. Because it's definitely a flex in, like, this medieval time period to have this much stuff. Or this medieval set. I don't know if it's a time period or a setting or whatever you want to call it, but the theming of this, with all of the stone walls and, you know, arrows and stuff like that instead of guns and whatnot, this obviously feels very medieval. Late medieval, but still medieval. So, what do you do to flex on people in the medieval period? Lots of food. Just eat huge amounts of food. All those feasts they were having was just flexing. Alright, now that we've got enough spare weeds in here, I'm going to start crafting our own string. Because all we have to do is just throw in. Then we grab that and throw that there, and we're going to do it again. I don't know how much of this is mine and how much of this is the bots, but I think we're doing great. Alright, we're going to put all that string into that, and then we'll throw the rest of this string into the other thing. Great. I think we're one off cycle still. I just want to check. I'm gonna watch it for a quick second. Yep, there it goes. Then it should go grab it. Yep, we were one out of cycle then. Okay, perfect. We're all cleaned up then. Alright, and then we go over here and we set this right there. Then we're gonna have to set up a second one. We're gonna need one more. Darn. You know what, this time I'm going to be smarter about this. And by smarter, I mean I'm just set up my own machine for a quick minute. It's a better way to avoid throwing the ratios off. Alrighty. Nearly there with all of our string. Get our second one. And then one of the nice little visuals on this game gets shown too. And I really like the fact that the power poles don't always use the strap mechanic or the belts. Sometimes they do something a little bit different, and I want to show it, so this will give me an opportunity. Well, thanks for popping in, Haps. Always appreciated. Always, always. I mean, after all, this stream is brought to you thanks to viewers like you. Thank you. There we go. Now, if we take this and we put it on the same plane as this one, right there. Oh, that didn't work how I wanted it to. Darn. Okay. Let me think here. So normally it'll actually connect a pole. Wait. Maybe I did something wrong here. Might have just done a new way that this is oriented. Hold on. Interesting. It went for the belt. Normally it does a rod, but it might only do that on the vertical. It's unfortunate, but understandable. There's our 2 power sources. Great. Alright, let's head up here and get the bots coded to start making advanced or middle-tier metal objects. Because obviously just hunks of crude metal ain't gonna cut it for us. That's not gonna get us anywhere. Ever. It's just a bunch of lumps of metal. We need to process it into something workable and usable. Something that would actually need to go somewhere in a machine or a tool or anything else. Because besides being able to put that on a stick and make a quote-unquote hammer, in the real world there wouldn't be much use for an unprocessed metal anyways, too. Alright. We're going to start with just 2. I'm actually going to take this one down for now. So, you, come here. You are going to grab, what is it, 2? Yeah, grab 2 then. Throw them in. Craft it up. Grab it. And throw it in storage. And repeat forever. Into metal workers you go. Metal works. Where are they? There they are. Too many of these are open. It's making it hard to differentiate. Close this all up. There we go. Great. Now we've got manufacturers of metal poles and metal plates. Bot database attack. Oh. Great. How enjoyable. Hooray. Well, before that, I'm gonna get distracted because I can. I'm gonna do this. Ta-da! I really wanted to take more of a slice, but considering this and where the enemies are coming from lately, I think we're just going to have to settle for a little bit less of a slice of the pie in order to avoid giving up all the ground. Oh no. You got to do that first. Alright, time to update all of this. Go get them, boys. Go get them, bots! Mess them up! Get them! Oh no, we lost a unit. How are we gonna manage? Bangarang, beautiful. I destroyed some of the fencing too because it made them angry. Nice. Alright. I think right here is where our wall's going to be. Right here is probably the best choice we got. Maybe 2 or 3 blocks over, actually. We need to avoid mountain. Building it right here. Okay. Right along this line here. Well, it's time to start delivering these poles down this way. In order to do that, we're gonna need a new thing. I think we're using all of our current wheelbarrows and everything. Gotta get ourselves a vehicle assembly unit and actually start making our own. The stolen ones we had aren't good enough anymore. Ones we took from our destroyed enemies. Because we've got the big cart there. Where's the little cart at? Where's the little... Oh, we still have the little cart. Never mind. We can use that. Okay. Yeah, we'll use that wheelbarrow before we make more, but we'll start setting up for more. Because when we're traveling that level of distance and moving something so heavy, it really does pay off to have transporters on both sides and a cart from the beginning. Otherwise, this will take an eternity. And I don't want that. But I do want our metal stored behind our walls safely, if possible. What we're going to do is we're actually just going to set them up right in here, right behind the walls. Now, I know I could reduce the different numbers of trips I could take by just having the metal being produced on this side and doing all the other manufacturing on the other side. However, counterpoint, meh. We're going to be expanding out in that direction in the long term anyways, so it doesn't hurt anything to... Doesn't hurt anything to set ourselves up for success in the long run. I already have a bunch of the manufacturing over here. We're going to set this up to be standard. Fantastic. That's all we need. So now we just return the crude wheelbarrow to the pickup point, drop it, have the robot pick it up, and start it on its procession. And then we code robots on either side to move the poles in and out of the storage. Move. Go ahead, bud. Go, you go into transporters. Grab this one. Take them up here. Get them to start moving the poles into the storage. And we take the poles down there, and we'll use the poles to manufacture the walls. The new wall upgrade. That other storage we won't fill until we need. Because as it stands right now, the only resource that the base needs right now is poles for wall building. Only because our building is going on down there too. It's meant to be one. There we go. Don't need to do that. What we need to find the code for you. We're scaling this up very dramatically. Instead of 2, let's go with 5. Lots of metal working. We're gonna need it. We're gonna need all that metal direly. Right, yep. Oh, we'll also need crude metal plates down here. That's right. Alright. And that's done? Great. Let's turn this into a little hut over here. We'll go over here, clean up our sticks, and clean up stuff. And then... Fantastic. Got that all connected now. Great. Wheelbarrow gonna come back. No. Yet it's not. Alright. Clean this up then. Just lots of cleaning today. Gotta get everything right. Where's... have a spare axe line. Got a spare hammer, spare bucket. We should probably clean up all of that. Doesn't look like an axe. We got a shovel though. That's it. Might as well take that for now. Gotta chop that tree down, dig it up, and cover up the hole, because we're about to build a building right there. At least a temporary building. Since this is wood production and all the materials are right here, I'm just setting up our vehicle manufacturer right next door to make it nice and simple, because I'm going to do these by hand. We don't need 8 million wheelbarrows. We don't need 10 even, so it doesn't make sense to automate this. Fantastic. Another success. we'll just stick with another wheelbarrow for this one. We could technically make a bigger one, but... eh. Again, we loop back to the problem of eh. I am gonna have to make a crude wheel, though. Just one. But I want these both to be wheelbarrows, matching. Keeping it simple for us. An axle, 2 poles. Alright, last piece done, and I just realized we've got 30 seconds to an attack, so maybe I should have been paying more attention to that, but can't undo it now, so we're just gonna commit. Great, we got ourselves a wheelbarrow. We're gonna set it up right there, just like the other one. Then as soon as this attack is over, we will return to setting that up. Then we should be able to make the big towers automatically. We're gonna get them all positioned, right? All of you on me. How many of you are there? 19. 1 attack guy, 1 melee unit. Add you in here. Great. Let them come. They won't get far. Alright, we activated them all, so they should be good to go now. That means our defenses should be operating. Great. Wait, they're attacking the storage. No! I should have checked the context of what kind of attack it was. Oh no. I didn't bother to check what type, and this is screwing me now. Go forth, my archer units. Cover the rear and add damage, because they do a decent amount of damage. Stop trying to destroy my storage. Knock it off. Good. I'm happy that this attack force seems to be pretty good, though. We don't suffer that many losses. And they seem to be pretty decent at repelling enemies, since we haven't had much damage done to us. Nothing of significance, at least. Alright, time to code our next guy. Boop. Boop. Down here, you. Come over here. It's still... They still haven't finished. Look at how many little guys there are, and they're just not making anything. They're still taking an entire eternity. How's our storage is looking, though? Oh, we're running low on charcoal. We're running low on charcoal. Okay, okay. We might have to fix that then. And by that I mean it sounds like it's time for a third wheelbarrow. Alright, then we move him all the way out here. Gets filled up with old metal plate. Delivers the metal plate back to the main base. Repeat until it is full. Waiting. We'll move here. And you will repeat until you're full, or until you're empty. And then you will continue doing that forever. I hope you enjoy your new existence, bud. Oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. Repeat until empty. Wait. And then repeat everything forever. We're doing pretty good. We got the whole little setup over here. We're trying to get all the metal moved back to the base, because if we get the plates and the poles back, then we will be able to get all these defense towers upgraded automatically, and we'll have easy access for metals for later game. So I'm currently making crude wheelbarrows, and I actually need a third one, which means I have to go through the joy of doing this. No, I think I'm just going to leave this table here for now. I'm still not going to automate the creation of crude wheels, because it's just not worth it to me. I've made 2 in the whole game. It's not worth it. I expect to be using the good wheels way more than the crude wheels, but I want to use a wheelbarrow for this still. We don't need all of the capacity of a big box cart, so a wheelbarrow will serve just fine, because individual hands doesn't seem to be cutting it. We're actually going to try something new with this one. I'm going to try and code this one without having a deliverer on either side. Just going to be one self-contained unit that moves a wheelbarrow back and forth full of logs. It should work. I see no reason why it wouldn't. It's just that it's not a very scalable practice. So if it ends up not being enough resources, it's going to be more expensive because I have to build another bot and another wheelbarrow just to copy the code over. But also, transport time is probably not going to be the majority of it. Rephrase. Carrying time is not going to be majority of the time. It's going to be the actual moving of the wheelbarrow that's the majority of the time with this one, so. Alright. One more crude wheelbarrow. That should be enough for us. We have too much money. You! Make some new units. How many do you make? Do I have you queued up for 5? And that's going to be interesting, because it's immediately going to overlap there. We'll just have to keep an eye on them. Otherwise it'll jam itself, like it likes to. Wait, that's not what I wanted to do. Hold on. Actually, we'll grab this guy. As soon as he finishes transporting this piece of wood, we're going to give him a much more complicated list of commands. It should improve his performance. First things first, we're going to get him to the standard point where we have all of these wheelbarrows being picked up, because I like to standardize those types of things. Not to. Alright, you grab this, right? 3x3 area. That's where you can grab your wheelbarrows from. Now, I'm going to head here, and we're going to drop the wheelbarrow. Now we're going to just make him repeat this task until the wheelbarrow is full, which is going to be 6 times. Then we have them bring the entire wheelbarrow up here, where they will then disengage, empty the wheelbarrow by doing the repeat 6 times, then grabbing the wheelbarrow again and going back to the original target. And the only reason I'm doing this is just I don't think this one's going to scale up that much, and this saves us bots. Which, while cheap, do cost something. Alright, if this works as intended, this guy should be able to do everything on his own. Which would be fairly impressive, I think. This one guy delivering this singular resource the metal outpost needs to function. Well, picks too, so I guess half of the resources. Granted, we're never going to be delivering picks in bulk like that. Not with stone picks, at least. Maybe metal picks. Maybe. Alright, that should work on its own, though, and that should get everything we need done out of it. Fantastic. Next up, we need to code a new transporter. Move the plates into the thing. We could probably get these guys coded the same way, however, meh. These also might have to go faster and be scaled up later on, so having it so that we can just have more bots loading into the wheelbarrow and more bots unloading the wheelbarrow, while not having each one individually transporting their own wheelbarrow, is worthwhile. Look at him go! So much more efficient! Travel time's been cut down by at least 3 times. Even if it takes a little longer for him to execute each command and pick up and drop the wheelbarrow and figure out all that stuff, still transporting way more per second. Beautiful. Beautiful. And then it just unloads. And since it's moving essentially a small buffer full, it might actually provide some lead time. So while it's moving, they're still working, see? Instead of them grabbing one, then waiting for the next one, then waiting for the next one, they can actually work off of this cache a little bit. Not much. Not much at all. They're almost all the way burned through it already. But it's something. It's something. And now we have fuel to actually run the burner with. I think now our manufacturing needs to be sped up. Yep, we need to have another one of these guys. $368, gotcha. You will now become 368, number 2. B. whichever you choose. Because we have plenty of metal in that storage, but it's not being converted into crude metal. And that would be because there's not enough bots running around doing that task. Definitely working better, that's for sure. And it does seem like this is actually moving enough wood now. At least based on what I'm seeing right now, as it's building up its cache and hasn't run out of fuel in the travel time, so that's good. Very beneficial. Fortification attack, huh? Where are you coming from? Oh, there they are. Just disappeared again. What? Assuming they went up into this unknown territory. Yep, there they are. Where are they moving to? Why are they moving that way? Oh no. Do they consider my walls to be a fortification, even though they're not actual defensive walls? They're just normal building walls. They still consider them interesting. Get him! Don't let him take down the building! That building's important! Oh no, they already took it down. That was rude. They just did it once and it was gone. Get him! Get him! Fantastic. Alright. Let's head down here for a minute. Oh, that reminds me. Our wall busters are probably done with their last job, so let's give them a new one. You guys. Yeah, you. Done a great job of cleaning up so far, and I've got more for you to clean up. Oh wait, that's right, I don't want to do that yet. I want to do this. No! No, that's naughty. No, don't do that. No, the cow! Get back here! Get back here, cow! Well, the archers messed it up, so it didn't matter that I recoded the wall breakers. The cow booked it. Cow, get back here! No! Get back here! Where's my player? Okay, we got the cow. Good. Cow acquired. Next up, I guess we're making a pen. Get that cow. Cow! Kerchow! You can't run away. It's the only one on the map. I can't lose it. It's too important. So we're just gonna hold it over our heads and wait for enough fences to be made that we can put it in a pen. That's our master's plan here. This is the master strategy, guys. Chat, master strategy. We're just gonna hold the cow above our heads, Atlas style, until we have a pen. Genius. And then we'll finish up this metal adjustment here, and then we'll get the metal builders going finally. On the bright side, the cow being released does mean we can't just rip all of this down, which is nice. Convenient. Come on, builder guys. Finish your jobs. You got this. Even being remotely close to the wood production over there just makes it so much louder. It's also all these people in the forestry work, but still, it's just so loud. Yep, I didn't pay attention and it bound itself up. That's fine. Alright, this is gonna be a really small pen, but I need him penned in. I have exactly enough fences to do it. Mr. Cow, you're getting put in the dirt box. Enjoy. Yup, I know there's no food there. Enjoy yourself. Sending up a little alert like, there's no grass here. Yeah, I know. I'm aware. Enjoy. Enjoy nonetheless. Alright. Now they should be able to do the poles and the plates and deliver them to all these buildings. And while we're at it, actually, I'm going to set up the box. I don't want to do boxes manually anymore. Structural frames, the box frames. Grab that, deliver it wherever it needs to go, okay? Great job. I was about to ask, why am I accumulating points? But then I realized it's because of this. Because of that. But look, the walls are being built now. The proper reinforced walls are being built. And we're going to use these to corral them out of attacking us up north. Then we'll build a similar wall on the south, and then we'll just connect them in the middle, and boom. There we go. We've got the best level defense tower. Defense tower level 3. Now let's go down here and check out what research we can get. After that, we'll readjust our bots. Get them producing again. Mighty Trebuchet. The best melee unit. Okay. Considering how decent the melee units have been up till now, I'm willing to bite. Let's try it. There we go, we got all the warriors out of the mix now, so then we can start this guy. Thing we need to do is start building more. Then we'll go grab ourselves a grunt and throw it into the warrior maker, and that will fix the problem we had. The lag, if you will. Nah, it's not lag, it's desync. Desynced. Out of order, whatever you want to call it. It's out of order. There, it's fixed though. So this should be more than enough replacement troops for a while for us. Warriors has got 7 replacement archers and 10 replacement warriors. You don't want to call them samurai because of like the samurai styled armor plus the swords, but they're not called that. I don't know why they didn't call them that, but I'm not going to debate it. Alright, we need to craft more workbenches. That does make sense though. We're going to need one for ammo. We're going to need a bunch for ammo. So, might as well just make more now. Why is there a wheelbarrow here? Don't remember putting that there. Must be left over from previous festivity. Can't I grab the wheelbarrow? Is it bugged? Weird. Alright. These were just thrown down so I can make more. Actually, I am gonna look at one of them though. What do you got in here? Player armor, super, trap disarming tool. That's what it wants me to do. Okay. Is this something that gets used up when you use it is the question. We're gonna go find out, I guess, huh? Oh, we're at maximum bots. Maximum security bots built. Oofda. Go get him. Go destroy the rest of that structure. It was such a pain to break through. Production attack. Okay, wait. Oh, no. On the bright side, all of our troops are already positioned there, so that's not too bad. Their travel time is going to be pretty much nothing. Get them! Get them before they destroy too much of the production units! Stop messing with my metal! I just built all of that! Get them! You're not getting through my stuff. Nope. Denied. Where is my player right now? Oh, right there. Hey, we're building a capacity of string finally. Yes. Good. It's because we built up maximum bow storage. However, we do need kind of a money sink right now, so we're going to do that. And get more bows. Oh, defense tower level 3s require a unit that I don't have unlocked yet. Oh, no. Well, that's not grand. Welcome in, La Waffles. Welcome, welcome. Now I kind of want to send some of my troops to just get hammered because we're at maximum, which means that we can't produce anymore, so we might as well start spending them, but that's not the right logic, Vince. That's not gonna help unless you've got a plan for it, so we're gonna be smart. Yeah, I was gonna say, it's been a little while, La Waffles. Happy to see you, though. They're immediately gonna swipe it, yep. That's gonna make it into a plate. Oh, there's plenty of plates right here. I'm just gonna steal one. Alright. Got ourselves a plate. This game is Autonauts versus Piratebots. It is a successor to the original Autonauts game. One of the first games I ever played on stream on the channel, like 3+ years ago. Two and a half, something like that. It's been a long time. But this one has a combat variant to it, where as you progress through the map, there are enemy regions, and you have to develop technology in order to build units that are capable of fighting them off and taking their territory. Because the pirate bots have come out and taken over the Autonauts place. And we are now in this zone here, which is like the 4th zone that has these pitfall traps. And I am going to now run around and disarm traps everywhere, because I have finally gotten the technology. Trap disarming tool, and these things are dangerous. They've been keeping me out of exploring all of this stuff here. Unless there's a red border like this, I can travel there. This is the actual, they call it the force field, but it's a boundary. Realistically, it's a boundary. Where's the first pitfall trap? Right here. No, right here. We're going to systematically do this, just sweeping the whole area. Little distraction. Now, I could automate a robot to do this, but this is a one-time thing. Once these traps are removed, they're not coming back, so I don't feel a need to. And there's only a few per zone, so just not worth it. Now all this land is clear and can actually be built on, and I can make robots run around on it without worrying about them hitting the traps and destroying themselves. This is kind of expensive, though. I see that this thing's durability isn't incredible, so it's going to be very easy to run out. But hey, it'll be fine. Alright, let's go down here. Let's check this section of the map first, before anything else. We're going to do a sweep from the bottom, circling up the right side, and then back up to the top. See what we can see. I'm hoping there are some more enemy bases around here that we can go take over for more research points to improve our current tech. By taking over those little enemy outposts, we'll be able to get a lot more research done. And by getting all that research done, we'll have better troops, and the better troops will be less overall expensive. If it takes 10 of the weak guys to do something, it might only take 2 or 3 of the stronger ones, and that's what I'm going for. We're going to uncover our sections of the map here. I'm also going to go here and do that real quick, because this one can be seen. We've been doing alright, Waffles. Life is life. It's an interesting one, that's for sure. To quote one of my favorite anime of all time, thanks to the idiosyncrasies of humanity, it was a life worth living for. Perhaps one even worth dying for. That is Führer King Bradley from the end of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Very good series. Big fan of it. One of the first anime I ever watched. Oh, I'm taking damage. This is... Oh, no. Oh, no. Keep going. Keep running. Keep running. No. Stop hitting me. Oh, no. We're done. We're doomed. We are so doomed. We're so cooked. Oh, I get to go faster now because I'm not damaged. Oh, no. The ninja's following me. The ninja's following me. The ninja has such a long range. He's not going to let me go. The ninjas just stay aggroed forever. There are so many traps in this biome. You see, it's just a few per area. But considering how quickly that durability whittles down, it's going to take me like 10 rakes to get this entire area cleared if I want it completely purged of danger. Oh, no. Oh, no. Piratebot mechanics? Repairs damaged Piratebot structures. Well, I could have figured that one out. It showed me a little bit out of order game. Yeah, I expected that. I thought I was actually destroyed when the game froze. So what's this? Oh, this is the better oven. Better oven tech. Okay, okay. Yeah, I can get behind that. I don't need it just yet. Yeah, that's getting buttered bread. Buttered bread is the top tier thing we can sell for our money source right now. Or just good bread, even. But we're not hurting for cash as it stands. Like, eventually we will. Our stuff will become too expensive and we'll start hurting for money, but that time is not right now. Oh, surprising. We ended up having exactly enough crude metal plates. It's just the poles we're hurting for right now. What's our limiting factor with that? Actually, I'm going to move the guy here. Well, we're going to go fight. Well, wait. I'm like second guessing myself hard right now. All right, I got a plan. I got a plan. Took me a second to cook it, but I can cook up a plan. To me! All of you! Oh, that robot's just moving coincidentally. I thought that guy was heading to me too. What are we eating? Well, the colonists themselves in this game don't require food unless I want to generate WUV. I've started a field of berries out here that eventually I'll start feeding them to produce more WUV. But WUV is only used for repair kits, and right now with the tech level I have, if anything gets broken, I just build a new one. Nothing's really that expensive that it's worth setting up an entire production system for this, when I can just passively produce low amounts of WUV and then start storing the repair kits. And I'm just kind of hoarding them. I'm trying to get myself up to the good structural ones, because this one's only worth 250, this one's worth 1,000 repair. So you get more repair per WUV unit if you upgrade it. But I don't have a use for them yet, so otherwise, like, we're just selling wheat products via the rocket to make money. And then our bots are just running around doing their thing. What's really interesting about this in comparison to the original Autonauts is the original Autonauts has a wind-up setup where every single bot needs to be recharged and will run out of battery over time. So you have to set up like grids of recharging bots that recharge themselves as well as each other, or recharge each other as well as all the normal bots, because they can't recharge themselves directly. So instead you just layer all of the rechargers on top of each other so that their areas overlap and that they cover each other as well. But this game doesn't have that problem. There's no energy here, so none of these guys need to be recharged. So they're all just running around doing their thing. Hey, that guy didn't bind up either. That's great. Oh, it's because he ran out of grunts. That reminds me, actually. All the warriors. We got 21 warriors to me. 21 backup units. And we've got our 20 standard fighting units. As soon as that raiding party comes in, we're going to repel them. And then we're going out and taking some combat to the enemies. We're going to go take over. I kind of want to take this one. I know it's going to be hell, but I kind of want to. I think I'll probably start with these, though. These little ones. This one's got farming tech, too, which I'd be interested in. They got the milking shed. And they've got more cows. Chat, there's cows. There's more than one cow here. Oh, my God. So, yeah, we're going to start with these two small ones, and then I think we're going to go for this, if we can. We need cows for butter to make the buttered bread. That's the long-term goal of the cattle. Cow. Minecraft cow. Mrrr. Come on, raiding party. Get here. I want you to show up so I can counterattack. I think I'm also gonna extra wall break. Definitely. Up there. Crops horde. Okay. I know where they're going. We're almost definitely gonna target the upper one. My intuition's been very wrong today, but I'm still gonna follow it. I think no matter what, they'll have to cross over this. That will give me an opportunity for all of my units to attack. Yeah, that should work. That should be a decent ambush point. Because I don't know if they're going to try to push into the wheat farm or if they're going for the weed farm. And for the new people tuning in, no, not that kind of weed. This is literally just like dandelions or whatever. And it just grows and then you turn it into string. That's its purpose. Oh, one of them snuck by? How rude. Oh no, a tiny portion of my wheat crop. What will I ever do? Boom. Obliterated. Alright, all of you, stop and come to me. Cluster up. Great. Now that they're all coordinated, let's get them over here. Let's get fighting. We'll pull them over to us, and on their way over, we'll recode them so that they actually have the necessary knowledge to fight these guys. Because I'm going to set the archers up. Well, there's no buildings over here, so you know what? I'll just use them as is and see how that goes. No, we're going to be smart about this and avoid any unnecessary damage. Even if it takes a little bit of extra effort. A little bit of extra effort pays off. They only target the flying units because they're the only ones who can. All of you, move to me. So now we got ourselves plenty of units, and like I said, I think it's just time to throw them into the meat grinder. I think we should just go into combat for a little while before the end of stream today. Because they did good. Got tech, got things set up better. Significant improvements across the board. So it's time to reward ourselves with a little combat, especially since we've got full backups of everything. If we lose all of these units, it means nothing. Get 'em! Yeah, those flying units would be able to just rain down on my melees if I didn't have those archers. It was one of our restrictions when we got into this region originally, was we didn't have any archers, because we didn't know the purpose or need for them yet, but... Yup. That would be why. Now we knock out this chest and get the research points out of it. Beautiful. We're gonna come up here. Bring our troops on this side so that they don't end up hitting the landmines. There's a bunch right here. Oh no, irritated them. Oh, good, they backed off. Since there are no floatsomes, we're just focused on Piratebots. Oh no. Oh no. Change direction. Just go this way. Go this way. Go around the land. They were about to walk straight into that pitfall. Geniuses. Alright, we're calling up the wall breakers too. We're going to adjust everything. Destroy everything. Wall breakers only need to be here for a small portion. Oh. They are going to break into the buildings. There. I can do it smarter. One wide, but 20 long. Do is we'll just draw it like that so that it just cuts a strip into all of the buildings. Good. Alright, archers. I'm gonna have you focus on the lower sections here. There are floatsomes, so we're gonna set it up so that they're prioritizing floatsomes. You guys are gonna prioritize pirate bots and pirate bots. Just pirate bots. We've got the wall breakers here, so when we need to take out buildings, we'll do that. We're going to disconnect this so that we can change it to do something else. From the start, I want this one to try and destroy this building. Because what we'll do is we'll send in all of our main units first as a distraction. Like this. Get 'em! And then once the battle is well and truly underway, we're then going to send in all of our wall breakers to really mess them up good. Go get them! Mess them up good! Oh, we're losing units left and right, but I'm not worried. We're gonna do so much damage to them before they get rid of my guys. What is this arrow? There's nothing going on over there. Stop. Oh no, don't go into the fight. Don't go into the fight. My guy's taking some hits, but he's gonna destroy their factory before they get him. We've lost one builder. We might lose another. We're whittling him down. All our buildings are gone. That's sad. Yeah, we're about to lose all of them. That's fine. We got them significantly weakened after that hit, so even if it failed, it's fine. And hey, at least we got the chance to start making new ones now. We were so full up on units, I needed to water them down a bit. We were so close to destroying that. I should have had 2 destroyers focus on that thing to take it down faster. But it's alright. We got a lot of them whittled away with that hit. And it just leaves us something to do for next stream. Not a bad thing. Warrior team is going to be composed 5 fresh-faced archers, which we will then link to the archer program. And we're going to link in a bunch of warriors. Actually, you know what would be smarter than that? We're going to do this. We're just going to sync them all on Warrior 1. There we go. One, 2, nope, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. We got ourselves 20. Join me. My new units. You guys all come to me here. That guy is out of the loop. Bring him back into it. Boom. So, all of our units have been replaced. Save the wall busters. And the wall busters can be replaced. Very easily. Make more bots. We need more basic units to turn into fodder.
I'm assuming the archers get upgraded into those cannoneer guys, and the cannoneer guys are the ones that take the
Host. But we'll probably find out next time around. If you guys vote for it for next week, it'll be next week. If you keep it on the back burner and we do it in a couple weeks, no problems there either. As you all know, all of my streams are voted upon by the community. Feel free to vote as many times as you want. I don't really mind. Oh no, a tower attack when I have no active towers. How will I manage? For a second I thought these clouds meant that I was about to be hit by some floatsomes and I was seeing their shadows and I was like, oh, cool. No concerns, I'll drop them like flies, but cool. Any pirate bot. Get him! I'll have to make a second adjustment. They're all closing in on him. Go, go, go! Take him down. Alright, good stuff. Well, today was productive. We focused more on the actual back end of the base and making sure everything was set up for the future so that we didn't end up being out of tech or out of basic materials, but I think we got pretty far. We also found our target. Hopefully for next stream to break through. We're going to take that down next time is my goal. So if y'all like what you saw, right down below is that like and that subscribe button. We're going to be wrapping here, but no fear. We have new videos coming out tomorrow and Friday. Be back again on next Sunday with another stream. I hope to see y'all there. In the meantime, I hope y'all have a great week. Later!